Good morning, YouTubers. It's a nice morning here in New Zealand, and I just wanted to point out my cymbidiums. I've now cut all the flower spikes off, what's left of them, and soon I shall put them outside to get some nice lovely sunshine through the summer. I was very late. Lynn Brooks gave me some advice on cutting the spikes, or not leaving the spikes on the plants too long. Unfortunately, I did. I left them on for weeks, but I've cut them now, and I'm hoping that the plants will be okay. I've got some new growth coming up, which I'll show you now. So there's some new growth there, and there's some new growth there, and I think there's some new growth back there on that one. You can see that. And the only one that's not put up any new growth so far is this one, which is that's the bloom from it, and it is called, I'm not going to pronounce it, but I'm hoping you can read that. And that one does actually, it's got a scent. It's quite a nice scent. In actual fact, I don't know if it's because of the name, but I think it smells quite orangey. So I'm hoping this one's going to sprout as well, because that is one of my favourites. So anyway, we'll see. Right, and the other reason for the video today is I've got a confession. I've actually brought all my orchids back indoors. I've given up the greenhouse idea simply because it was an environment that I didn't really have any control over. I'll go over a bit closer so you can see. Right, so that's better. So yes, as I was saying, it was an environment that I didn't really have any control over. I got worried because it was getting up to the low 30s during the day, and we're still only in spring here, last month of spring, and it was going down to about 9 in the evenings, and I thought, I'm pretty sure the Phalaenopsis was not going to cope with that, and I wasn't sure. I think the Dendrobiums would cope with it. The Cattleyas I'm not 100%, and the Oncidiums I'm not 100%, so to be honest, I was worried about them out there on their own in the cold. So what I've decided to do, I've decided to bring them all indoors, and for this year anyway, and if it's not successful indoors, or some of them suffer, then I'm going to have to rethink the greenhouse option and possibly get some sort of humidity or humidifier set up out there, plus a heater, but I'm not keen on doing that. And I think this room that we're in is probably going to be okay, because it is quite a light room. I've got those big doors there, that big window, and doors opposite here. We are surrounded by pines, which gives us a bit of shade. I'll just show you all the pines in the background. So this is the garden, and then the pines are behind. I don't know if you can see those. And they go all the way around the property, 3 sides. But where the orchids are, we've sort of cut the pines down at the front there. And they do get quite a lot of light here. They do get sun. What I've done is I've put up, if you can see that, it's like a mesh sort of shade cloth at the back there, to stop them getting full-on sun. And I do have more of that. I can double up on it if I think that it's they're getting too much. So yeah, we'll just see how it goes. But the phals are doing really well. They're still coming into flower. I've got more flowers on that lovely yellow one. And what I wanted to show you as well is I mounted these the weekend, and I'm really pleased with how they look. They're on what we call a punga log, which is like a tree fern. I did a video on suggestions, and some people suggested that I I mount, because the thing was 6 foot tall, but I mount it on some sort of mountain board, and then I was going to plant various orchids around it, you know, going around in a spiral. Because bringing the orchids indoors, that sort of poo-pooed that idea really, because I can't really bring that indoors and spray it very well. So I ended up, like I say, cutting them and mounting them like this, and I'm quite pleased with them. I mean, I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce the names of these. They're Cattleyas, and I've got the CW on there, which tells me they're cold to warm liking plants. And this one's quite nice. He's got some nice new growths. One new growth there. I think there's just the one there. So he's looking quite healthy. And I've got them on their sides because I find it easier to spray them, and they get a bit more light. But when I water them, I just sort of stand them up on their ends. And because they're on this clay pellets, I just pour water over the bottom of them and let them drain for a bit in the humidity tray, and then I lay them back on their sides again. And this one's got two new growths, as you can see there, and that one's that name there, cold to warm growing. I have to put that on there to remind me, because I'm not very good at remembering. So he's got some lovely growths coming there, so I'm pleased with that one, those two rather. So see how they come on. But a little bit concerned about this one that I mounted. Let's put it up closer where you can see it. This is my first mount, and one of the leaves on the new growth is starting to go yellow. Now I don't know whether I should be concerned about that, and whether it is too much light, not enough light, too much water, not enough water. It's really hard to work it out, but I do spray them. I spray them 2 or 3 times a day. So whether I'm doing it too much, I don't know, but I'll see how that goes. If it gets any worse, then I'm going to have to do some changes and see how it goes. This is a couple more Cattleyas that I've bought. I'll just get the names out. So that's that one. There's a pretty flower. So, and that one back there. That one back there was called Trick or Treat. I do know that, and it had a lovely orange flower on it. And it was quite yellow when it arrived, and it's back there. It's getting sun, and it's going greener. So I'm assuming I'm doing something right with that one. Got the lovely Oncidium Wildcat, looking gorgeous. Oh dear, I'll pause and answer that phone and get back to you. Right, sorry about that, that's my husband. So yeah, so that, where were we? Yeah, that's the Wildcat. And then I've got this lovely, beautiful flower. Oh my God, I just love this flower. It's stunning. I don't have a name for this one. It's just got a picture of it on the side. But I will, or I think I had a name for it when I bought it, but I need to put it on there. As you can see, it's only 18 in here at the moment, and 72 humidity, which is good. I find these humidity trays are brilliant. They do work. You know, I top them up quite a lot. They seem to evaporate quite good. So, yeah, I'm going to stick with that this year. Here's the mini phals, and that yellow one back there is just super. I love that one. And I've got this gorgeous white one. And when I place these in water culture, this is the one that didn't do so well. This one, I lost a few buds from up here, on here, bud blast, I think, and some of them are looking a little sad. But I've noticed that the tip is starting to shoot. Where are we? There. The tip is starting to shoot again. And down here, there's another tip back there that's starting to shoot off. And I think there was, yeah, I think that was just it, just 2 more tips. So I'm hoping that's going to come back and recover a bit. What else have we got here? Oh yes, the very first Dendrobium back there is now got a new spike coming up. You see that? So that's exciting. And the other thing that I'm excited about is this one. Back in a video, 3-4 weeks ago, I think it was, I told you that this was what I call my static fowl, in stasis I called it, because I've had this fowl quite a long time. It has flower. Obviously I bought it when it was in flower, and I can't remember what the flowers are like, possibly yellow or white, and it never spiked and it never grew any leaves. But since I put it in water culture, if you look down in there, I've got a new leaf coming. So it obviously enjoys it in there. And this one, the water has stayed really clear, really clean. And there's lots of green tips coming in. It looks good. So obviously it likes it. So I'm going to leave it in there and see how it goes. I'm just thinking, I bought this plant over here the other day. And I could have sworn it was an orchid type thing. But the woman assured me in the thing that it's not an orchid. It's a succulent. But when you look at, I don't know if I can show you, but when you look at the flowers, see the flowers, I'm going to get them in focus. They look like mini little orchids, tiny, tiny. Let's get a better look on it. There, that one there. I don't know if you can see them, but to me they look like tiny little orchid flowers. But sadly, I was advised it's a succulent, but I got it anyway because I really like it. So there we go. So that's the orchids at the moment. I do have some slipper orchids in the post coming soon. So I shall do a video on when they arrive. Got a nice spot for them down there, ready for them. And yeah, so hopefully this will be good for them in the summer and see how they go. And I thought while I'm doing a video, I might share one of my other passions. One of my passions is my beautiful dogs. There's 2 of them. But I've got another passion, and I'm going to go out there now and share with you the other passion that I really enjoy doing. So I'll just be back in a sec. Thought I couldn't leave Freddie out. There he is, my old boy. He's a gorgeous boy, and he's sweetheart, eh? Right, so yes, that's a passion, but the other main passion, I'm getting there now. Right, so I'm back. So this is my other passion. It's my pond. And I just love the pond. This was created a couple of years ago, and I'm really, really pleased with it. It started to naturalise quite a bit. And it's in 2 sort of parts. It's flowing, it goes together, but it's this side, and we'll walk around and I'll show you the other side. There's Ruby. So like I say, it's this side, and then we've got this bridge, and then we've got this side, and it's got a waterfall which is really grown over there. I've got to trim back that bush a bit, but this is my other passion. And the fish, I have fed the fish this morning, so they're still up, and I've got a couple of lilies opened over there, pink ones. I got a couple of white ones coming there, and then I've got this side. These are all going to come and open good too. So some more fish. I do have to put this, I don't know if you can see it on the film, but this wire going around to stop the dreaded herons, because they were coming in and helping themselves whenever they felt like it. And the only other issue we've got is the kingfishers. But I've got quite a few large fish, and I think they're just too big for the kingfishers to pluck out of the water. So, but hey, you know, they're determined they'll get them. And it's in a lovely, I mean, another passion is gardening. I love my garden, so got quite a view of the garden going around. This is only a small part of the garden. And there's the house and more garden over there. So yeah, I thought I'd just share that other passion with you, because I do love the pond and I love sitting out here. It's gorgeous. Ruby likes sitting here as well. It's one of her favourite spots to lie. So, okay, so that's all for now. I'll do another video when those slipper orchids arrive any day now. I'm excited about that, and I've got some new pond plants coming, floating ones, so I'm excited about that as well. So it's all excitement, excitement, excitement. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll be back soon. Bye.